Hey guys, before I show you how to make this unbelievable pasta dish, I want to ask you a question. What do you get when you combine butter with smoky streaky bacon, vodka, cream, tomato and a little bit of parmesan? If your answer is heart disease, you're dead right, but before that gets you, you'll have this unbelievable pasta dish as your last meal. Start by boiling your pasta, follow the instructions at the back of your packet, but I used about 300 grams for 3 people. And I added a good teaspoon of salt and covered it with a lot of boiling water from a recently boiled kettle. Stir occasionally until it's soft enough, and then in the meantime you can make your sauce. The sauce will be done before this is cooked. Start by adding about 2 tablespoons of butter to a pan and allow all that to melt down before you add your bacon. If you want, you can use 125 grams of lardons. I couldn't find them, so I'm just using streaky bacon that's smoked. This is from a vac pack packet that has water in it, so it's going to take a longer time to fry the water off before it gets crispy and cooked. You'll know when it starts to foam. I got this packet of bacon in the supermarket, but getting it in the butcher's would be way better. Just make sure that it's smoked bacon or pancetta. You can see there that the bottom of the pan is starting to go really dark brown. That's exactly what you want to see. Scrape off any little bit that you want, but don't worry, soon we're going to be adding the vodka and that's going to make it all just come off and dissolve and just be really, really intensely flavoursome. You can see now that the bacon is really foaming. That means that it's cooked to a crisp. And that means that it's time to add the vodka. I'm using this lovely Finlandia vodka, which is my favourite, and you might think that adding vodka to bacon is weird, but you know, it's really sizzling down. All the alcohol is going to be cooked off, and something happens to vodka, I think, when it's cooked, where it makes everything just go really kind of jammy, and it's all going to be really nicely incorporated with the cream that's going to come later. Those brown bits are going to lift right off and dissolve into the alcohol, and it's going to taste amazing. Anyway, so that was 4 tablespoons of vodka that I added. I let it cook for about 5 minutes before adding 3 tablespoons of tomato puree. And quickly mix that all up before adding the cream. 200 milliliters of it. I know this is a lot, I know. If you want, you can just live on just steamed greens for the week before you have this pasta. Once you eat it, you'll know that it was worth it. By the way, can you see how the bottom of the pan is now clean? All that brown is gone from it. That's gone nowhere except into the sauce, really, really adding flavour. If you're guilty about calories, add a good fist of parsley, full of vitamin C. It'll definitely clear all those arteries from all the cream and bacon fat. You then just let it cook away and reduce and thicken for about 5 minutes. Then you'll need to taste and adjust for seasoning. I added a little pinch of salt and a pinch of coarse ground black pepper before mixing it all up, and finally adding the cooked and drained pasta. And then stir to combine, making sure that each piece of pasta is nicely coated with this gorgeous sauce. Then there's nothing else to do except plate up and scatter with some fresh parsley leaves, so that at least people who are eating it will think it looks more healthy than it is, followed by some freshly grated parmesan. Then just tuck in and enjoy. I know this is really bad for you, really unhealthy, just don't eat it very often. And remember, as Oscar Wilde said, everything in moderation, including moderation. So that's it. Thanks a million for watching. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel and find me on social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. And for the full recipe, click the link below to www.rookiecook.org.